What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Severance Season 1, Episode number 2. And there have been a lot of pilot episodes of shows that we have watched that have knocked your socks off, been super awesome, making you want to watch the next episode. But I can't personally recall, maybe there's some recency bias here, I don't think I could recall a show that I've wanted to jump into the next episode just for the sheer curiosity of what the hell is happening. Because this first episode did a fantastic job of establishing kind of what's going on here. And it's just certain words were used in conversations and like people acting a certain way. And obviously Mark, he enters work, he goes down the elevator, he gets the friggin' Men in Black like brain wipe as he's going down the elevator.
That's a good way to explain it.
And he's a whole different person at work because your work is your work self and your personal life is your personal life self. And Severance was a procedure to split those two, which, holy shit, that sounds so insane.
I feel like he's not really living up to his full potential when he's at home.
I mean,
like, so you just like lost that many hours of your day. Okay, your day starts now. Let's fucking go have fun or do something instead of just drink our life away. But I know that he is grieving still.
Yeah, so that was one of the things I mentioned. I have a feeling this Severance program targets people who are going through some kind of personal trauma. And in this case, it sounds like his wife passed away. And I feel pretty good about that idea because why else would you want to voluntarily go with a procedure like this? Otherwise, just you either have just like maybe a really just bad life that you don't like, or again, there was a certain thing that happened to you or someone close to you causing you want to. And I think that makes sense why he was crying in the car before he walked in. Like he was dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this program targets people that go through some kind of trauma. And I think this whole Petey storyline is super interesting because they show up to work like, oh, where's Petey? You better not have called in sick. And we find out that he was terminated. But then he was able to find a way to remove that part of the severance surgery thing, and he's seeking him out. And he was literally standing in the forest, it looked like, with snow everywhere, so it was very cold. And so he ends up meeting him at the restaurant. He tells him some stuff. And I mean, pure confusion, obviously, because you don't understand you don't even know who PD is at work. And he's like, oh, you're my very good friend. I was your best friend, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Also rude.
I mean, yeah.
That's so mean. Why would you just say that to somebody?
That is kind of a tough thing to say to someone.
Right?
Like you're my very good friend.
You could just say friends.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to,
best friend.
Yeah. You don't have to, like, make it that specific.
We find out that the boss is also his neighbor, and I believe from my interpretation of the situation, I don't think she's undergone Severance thing. I think she's fully aware of who he is in both worlds, because the neighbor, she said that he's good people, and that's plural. So the idea that going through the Severance program splits him into two different personalities, I'm like, that's not what you normally say to someone. See, I feel like
I think that she's also had the Severance program. Maybe they all live in like a specific area so that they can like keep tabs on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's very possible too. But it's one of those things to where like, is that something that people say? Because I don't recall hearing anyone be like, "You're good people." I don't know.
I've heard that expression.
Have you heard that before? I don't think I have. But
like just like as like a generalized, like you're one of like the good people. Like you're good people.
The way she used it in that sentence, it felt like a very obvious tell of something.
Shall we Google? No, just kidding. Don't do that.
No. But yeah, I mean, this first episode of Severance, it hit everything that I would want a premiere episode to hit on. I'm super intrigued. The storyline is super fascinating. The office space is just, it's so bright and the colors are so like 80s. Muted. You kind of said 70s. Yeah. So, I mean, everything about this place is interesting. I mean, they made a couple points to have some really wide shots of the location that they're at. And I don't know, cinematography in that first episode was really cool. There's a lot of really interesting shots.
Well, I loved the part where she's walking out of the hallway to leave, but she's just looping back in.
That was wild, the way it was edited. The way that was.
Oh my God, I'm stuck at work forever.
But then they just pull out and it's just her walking back in. But the way they edited the whole thing was just really well done. Very cool. It feels like that you literally are in an inescapable loop. So this whole thing, it seems interesting. Petey invited him to a little thing to go find out some more information. And I feel like that's where we're going because the name of the episode is Half Loop. And I think that was the name of the street.
Yeah, it was an address, Half Loop.
So yeah, it feels like that's where we're going here. But very interesting start. I'm very intrigued. I think it's super interesting. The cast is obviously great as well. And here we go. Severance episode 2. You ready for it?
Yep.
Let's go.
I acknowledge that henceforth my access to my memories will be spatially dictated. I will be unable to access outside recollections whilst on Lumen's severed basement floor, nor retain work memories upon my ascent. I am aware that this alteration is comprehensive and irreversible. I make these statements freely.
Clearly it is reversible thanks to Petey.
So what sensitive material are they working with?
Yeah, what kind of crazy shit did they have going on here? Because when they were showing the computer screens, it looked like the Matrix.
Oh, does he? Oh, I was like, does he do the surgery himself? No.
Oh.
They say it doesn't hurt.
Ooh.
I'm good, you know? I didn't need to see all this. I would take your word for it. Fuck no, dude! Hell! No. I don't need to see all this. I believe you. I believe that when they said that they put something in your brain, I believe you. I don't need that's it.
Oh. There it is.
Ah! Oh, I can't handle stuff like this. Ugh! I'm sorry. It's like when you say you got a shot. I believe you. I don't need to see.
Sorry if I freak out on you a little.
Don't worry. I'm very excited to meet you.
I don't need to know.
Okay,
Oh!
That is going all the way in. How the fuck did Petey get that out of his head?
Brain surgery on somebody's kitchen table.
Or did he like do like an X-ray machine or like something that just disrupts it?
Oh, what's happening?
Great to see you. Your orientation's been so much fun.
Where am I? I'm trying to leave.
It's all part of the process. If you want to spin around and head back in, that should be that. Hey there.
What the hell?
That's okay. Not a problem. Want to give it another shot? Maybe with a little oomph? I'm at the stairwell. It's going fair. No, she's... Ooh. No, I'm gonna call you back.
So he was there to help her.
You're an inquisitive one.
I don't want to be in there, do I?
You're learning that you do. When we heard you were coming here, it was like a miracle. It's amazing what you're doing.
Okay.
Hey, old timer. One day down.
He has such a lovely face. You know that? Like, it's so friendly.
That's so interesting. This intro is interesting as hell, too.
Yeah. Now I don't remember the first intro.
There wasn't one.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Am I severed?
You're severed.
Oh, shit. This is a crazy intro. I like it. Oh, wait. Is he Christopher Walken and Patricia Arquette?
two selves blending into one. Very interesting.
Honestly, I could go for a cup of coffee right now. My drain is. How is it so perfectly cleaned out? You do this every day or no?
So him saying that her being there is like a dream,
A miracle.
miracle. They clearly are targeting people.
They've got to, right?
Hey,
Hey.
so it's tomorrow now?
Yeah. Well, it's Monday.
A weekend just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I left.
That's trippy as hell.
I find it helps to focus on the effects of sleep since we don't actually get to experience it. You may feel rejuvenated or happy, less tense in the shoulders.
So it's 9:05.
Yeah, they stagger the entries too so we don't meet on the outside. It's important apparently.
Oh, they ran into each other. It's important they don't run into each other yet. His neighbor is the boss.
Right.
I've got it 96% sorted, which means I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, including the erasers and the finger traps that you see displayed here. 100% is tier 5. That gets you a caricature portrait. You'll note I've accrued an embarrassment of wealth.
What?
Each one of these, finish file in the can.
So that's the highest award?
Percentage-wise, yes, but if we hit our numbers by quarter's end, one of us gets named Refiner of the Quarter, and that shit gets you a waffle party.
Actually, I could really go for some waffles and some coffee. That sounds delicious.
Mark, sorry to interrupt. I know you're training Helly. I just noticed you removed the group photos from the desks.
Yeah, we're gonna take the new ones at Helly's party today.
Oh.
This is the Sienna file. Now, all the data you see falls into one of 4 essential categories. And we group each line of code and then sort it evenly between 5 digital buckets.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
The data comes from upstairs fully encoded.
Then how do I categorize it?
Each category of numbers presents in such an order as to elicit an emotional response. Cat 1 numbers, for example, feel a certain way on sight. They'll be sort of disconcerting, scary.
My job is to scroll through this spreadsheet and look for numbers that are scary.
Sounds dumb, and Mark said it dumb.
Oh.
Are the numbers bloody? Do they chant?
Doesn't make sense till you see it, and it takes a while to see.
Hey, Mark, I just printed out the passage of the handbook on changing out group photos. Just might be good to peruse when you're between things.
Oh my God.
Am I trapped here? Like, if it turns out I hate this and I want to quit, is that an option?
If you're really unhappy, you can submit a resignation request with your outside self.
Good luck getting that approved.
And they do tend to be rejected. Since this perceptual version of you only exists at Lumen, quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
You put it that way. Jeez.
Honestly.
Helly, welcome. I'm agog at how well I can tell you're already fitting in. The office feels whole. Let's get this party started.
I'm with Helly. Like, what the fuck?
My name is Irving, as you all know, and I've worked here for 3 years, and something about me is that I know all 9 core Lumen principles.
What's your favorite?
All 9. Today, I think I'd say cheer.
No trust fall today, Irv.
This is so weird.
Just a random trust fall.
Yeah. And this is supposed to be the party. Raging party.
Hello, I'm Helly. Sorry, I don't know anything about myself.
Well, sure you do, Helly.
I guess I went home last night, but I don't know if home is a house or an apartment or if I live with a family.
I like to think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
I'm sorry, Audis are
They're us on the outside.
You saw yours yesterday in the video.
right. I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
So what you'll find here is that communication between selves is pretty curtailed.
So what if I write her a note?
Unfortunately, the elevators are equipped with something called code detectors, so messages can't be passed through.
Damn, dude.
Okay, well, what if
I don't think you're quite getting the game here, Helly. May I?
So it's like I can't write myself, put like a note in my pocket, be like, get me the fuck out of here.
So I'll just say that I'm Mark. Been with Lumen about 2 years. I absolutely love this game.
Nice try, pal, but you said that last time.
Fair enough. I broke protocol this morning. I was dusting the old group photos, the ones with PD, and it just made me feel sad. And I guess worried that I won't be able to run MDR like he did.
That tracks. I have similar worries.
Took them from the cubicles and put them in the storage closet, which we're not supposed to do.
I recall this. I objected.
Thank you for telling me, Mark. I actually find your reaction sweet. It is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for, say, Carol D.
But we knew Carol D was leaving beforehand. Petey was just gone. I don't know if he's at some new job, or drunk on a beach, or dead.
That's enough, please.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to remind ourselves that things like deaths happen outside of here. And I think a great potential response to that from all of you is gratitude. I also think that melon isn't getting any tastier.
This guy is so interesting.
The concept of death creating that reaction from him.
Yeah, Milchick's a nice man. When he says something, it's best to listen.
I don't care.
Because he can't always be nice like that.
Ominous.
All right. Great big smiles. You're gonna be looking at this every day. Say gratitude.
Gratitude.
Helly?
Oh, I just think I'm not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I quit.
There's code detectors.
Do you know that? Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds made up.
Oh, shit.
Please, do no! Mr. Greener?
Come on out.
Damn, dude.
He looks intense.
It's like, get out of my business, Agent Smith.
Perhaps you better come with me.
So you found my wayward trainee. Appreciate your help, sir, as always. The note. So it's embarrassing, but it's my first time training, and I must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. If Helly tripped the code detectors, that one, it's on me.
On you, then. Let's go.
Uh-oh. So the detector is real.
All these fucking hallways.
Seriously, I wouldn't be able to figure out my way around anything.
Oh, so we discovered, or remembered, or somebody told us the Stanley Parable was the game.
Oh. Break room. Just like timeout.
Do you get a timeout? Can I
This
take
is
a nap?
punishment.
Can I just take a nap? That'd be great. Thanks.
Well,
So you're a doula.
A midwife.
It's so weird.
So, Lumen.
Yeah.
Like half this town.
And half of me. That was a joke.
So you don't know who you work with or what you do or anything.
Yeah, That's the idea.
Like, you could have a girlfriend at Lumen and not know it. And if you met someone out here, you wouldn't know it in there. Like, you could get married and have kids and just forget they exist for 8 hours every day for your whole life. It doesn't mess with your head?
I think for some people, it's the point.
So
It's
do
not
you
going
live in
well.
Lumen housing?
You could sound like dorms.
So it
Oh.
is.
I live
There's
in
like
Baird Creek, and yes, they happen to be subsidized by the company that employs me.
That's interesting that they don't want them to interact with their coworkers, but they put them all in the same housing.
Do you have a moment for children's brain health? You folks have a moment for children's brain health?
We do.
Great. We're trying to get a measure on the ballot to keep megacorporations like Lumen from continuing to force legalized severance on our state.
What about the self-mutilating types that do it willingly? I also heard that if you're severed, you go to 2 separate hells. Is that true?
Severance is subjugation, asshole.
Oh, that's nice language for it. What are you, 12?
Come on.
Jeez.
Mrs. Selvig.
Peace offering. I just keep thinking about those damn bins.
Very kind. Thank you.
They never see the sun. What about weekends?
My late husband was a carpenter, and before he passed, he said he would start building us a house in the hereafter. And there would be a small guest apartment in the back, in case I found a new man before I got there.
The heaven.
I know.
He even drew blueprints, which I keep in my purse.
I ain't making you a guest house. What?
Wait, but she keeps it in her purse.
I'm sure she swaps purses because he swaps watch and stuff when he goes into the office.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm still not fully believing that she's severed or severed. Damn that Jamie Foxx stand-up. Always stuck in my head.
Mr. Milchick, it's Mark Scout. I'm a severed worker, employee number 4502. I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Sorry, I'm just now calling.
Oh no. Mask, how serious it is?
Well, nothing bad, just very minor stomach event. Should be back tomorrow.
I know your innie will be sad to have missed the day. You feel better, okay, Mr. Scout?
That's so weird.
Did he sound ill?
I don't know. He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
This show is so fascinating.
Well, it's so intriguing that, like, I think I just made a sentence and didn't finish it. Am I severed? I'm losing my mind already.
I feel like the show can make you lose your mind. This is Audi not sleeping much.
Right?
Looks like he's ready to doze off right now.
Like the intro.
This feels very Westworld-y also.
It is. Are we gonna get anybody else's backstory? Or Audi story?
I'm sorry.
Irving.
You doze off again.
Honestly. Like, this is so interesting.
I feel like you gotta have a real big brain to like write a story like this.
Not this one.
Like this whole concept is so complex, it feels like. And to get the actors to like pull it off.
It feels like Black Mirror. You know?
Mm.
Looks a little disheveled.
I mean, look where
We'll
he's
deduct the
hanging
time you
out.
spent dozing from your Audi's paycheck. What will be harder to fix, Irving, is my and Miss Cobell's trust in you.
I'm so sorry, sir.
No one is hankering to throw you in the break room. We'll do a wellness check with Miss Casey and go from there, all right?
Wellness.
If our Audis are up there severing their brains, shit must have gotten pretty bad. So what is a desperate humanity to do?
Populate the sea?
Populate the sea.
What?
We send the probes down, they send us the data coded, we sense what's eels, and then we tell the probes what to blow up.
This is the leading theory?
Now, Irv thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
I thought without Severance it would make more sense, but they separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are.
What if they're literally doing nothing?
Right?
I've been mapping out the floor.
Oh, shit.
I hid the original for you when I left.
You okay?
Sorry. Reintegration sickness.
Oh, God.
Never heard of that one.
Because I'm the first dipshit that's ever had it. Plus, living in a cold-ass greenhouse isn't hell, but I can't go home.
Okay, so what is it that happens down there that's so bad?
There's this room. We go in there when we don't act right.
The break room.
I'm afraid you're not sorry. Please. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world.
What the hell?
All I can be is sorry, and that is all that I am. I'm afraid you don't mean it. Again. Please.
Like torture. How'd this dude get a fucking recording of that?
That's the break room.
I can't. Everything is so like there's certain colors, but like it's so sterile.
And everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Everything's super clean. Everything is
I love the
perfectly
cleanliness.
placed.
I love the cleanliness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
Ah.
I didn't think.
See, Christopher Walken. I love it.
Admiring the art while I wait. That piece hung in the perpetuity wing for many years. I know. It broke my heart when they took it down. It's better here. It's calming.
Is it? Doesn't feel calming.
Are you a department head? Well, optics and design. A two-person department, so barely. So this is your work. It's rare to meet a sophisticate. Most people only think of O&D when new handbook totes come in. Well, I love those too.
So interesting. Every interaction is interesting. Look at this setup.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna close my eyes. It feels delightful. The low lighting, the ambient noise, whatever diffuser she has
What
going.
I'd like to do is share with you some facts about your Audi. Because your Audi is an exemplary person, these facts should be very pleasing. Just relax your body and be open to the facts.
All right, everybody, relax.
Nothing about this is relaxing or enjoyable.
I would like to know about myself from another person's perspective. I only want to hear good stuff, though. Don't tell me the bad stuff.
Your Audi is generous. Your Audi is fond of music and owns many records. Your Audi is a friend to children and to the elderly and the insane. Your Audi is strong and helps someone lift a heavy object. Your Audi attends many dances and is popular among the other attendees. Your Audi can swim gracefully and well. I'm sorry. Please try to enjoy each fact equally. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining.
Oh, what?
You lost me, biatch. You lost me.
A photo of your Audi with a trophy was once in a newspaper. Your Audi has no fear of muggers or knaves. Your Audi likes the sound of radar.
Some random ass shit.
Your Audi is skilled at kissing and lovemaking. Please don't respond to any specific fact. That's 10 points off.
That.
Yep.
Why is it
You okay? Just fence off the bad data like I showed you.
Can you see the perimeter?
and bin it. Boom. Fucking refined.
All right, Helly.
You literally did nothing. It feels like they do nothing.
Thanks for doing this, Mark.
Well, I figured my work self would be pissed if I let you sleep in a greenhouse. Lights on the left. You okay in there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, shit.
God. What is that? You fucked with your brain. Oh God, this is not good.
I just can't imagine whatever procedure was done to reverse it. Oh, shit.
Okay, if this guy fucking dies at his house, how do we get rid of a dead body?
Okay.
Did he just fucking die? That, I mean, that felt like death. Like, I think he saw both himself at the same time.
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you pull that off?
I mean, I think it just, they're making things feel like whatever, I don't know. It feels like there's just bad shit going on. I mean, the way they handled the like break room, the way the wellness check went, like Petey obviously fighting to have the thing removed, and then like he's dealing with after effects, I'm assuming, of whatever he had to do to remove that. I mean, the punishment stuff, the way they've brought that up, it's just, I'm not convinced that whatever they're doing at their computers is doing anything.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
numbers
just,
are scary.
and
you
like
put it in a little thing. That's
yeah,
nothing. It's what I don't understand.
I mean, it's code, so I don't know if that is actually something. I've never been a coder or anything, but it's just, it feels like the way they encountered the person protesting it on the outside.
Yeah.
Just all of it.
If you made a decision about your life and then someone is outside being like, that's wrong, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, I
like,
mean,
you're gonna feel a kind of way.
If they're forcefully doing that to people, though, that's another issue.
Yeah.
If they're forcing people into Severance.
I don't know. Helly, when she was going in, didn't seem forced at all, but
No, but her innie, right?
Yeah.
Definitely wants out.
We're talking about belly buttons
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, I'm wondering if that's a normal response for someone new. Is that the constant desire to try to leave because it just feels weird? Like, that person, your innie, has no memory of anything. Because it's like your first day there, you're basically born. Because you don't have any previous... Which is why, like, I thought the wellness check was really interesting, because I was getting the vibe that they don't want their innie to know anything about their outie. And so, like, they're going through this list of really random shit about, like, and it's making him feel good. So, like, I thought that was really fascinating, because clearly, again, we talked about this in the first episode, at the beginning of this one. These are people who have clearly gone through some sort of trauma.
Yeah.
Like, Mark, 100%, like, the wife situation is his thing. I don't know what's going on. I have all their names totally.
Helly.
No, I'm talking about the dude who was in the wellness check.
Irving.
He clearly is struggling with sleep. This is, like, I guess the second time, but it seems like a common thing for him to, like, fall asleep at work.
Yeah.
And they deduct that time from his pay. Like, that's...
Well, because you're trying to affect the outie to get your shit together so that you stop affecting the innie as much as you are. So I guess docking your pay would definitely...
Go get some sleep,
I
bro.
need to get some sleep.
Yeah. Like, so whatever...
Imagine he's just, like, fucking disco-loving, like, out there partying guy on the...
I mean, that's what it sounds
outie.
like. He likes to
I
dance.
feel bad
he's
for
like...
him, though, because he's losing points by being excited about something
Yeah.
that he does on the outside.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting how you couldn't show any... You had to show a balanced response to everything. You couldn't get excited about any one particular thing.
If somebody told me that I am liked by others on the outside, I'd be like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
I mean, he definitely sounds like a social type of person on the outside for sure. But like,
okay, this fucks with your brain because now I'm like, am I an innie?
yeah. I mean, it's like
how do people feel about my Audi?
I think it's interesting.
Am I okay?
Because it's literally giving you like the Matrix effect.
I am.
To where like, are we in a simulation right now? Like, what is happening right now? Is this world like the real world? Like, what's the deal?
What's happening to me?
Yeah, I mean, this show, like, I feel like
this was not. I did not consent to this.
I feel like it requires a multiple watch for sure. Oh my God. Because there's a lot of stuff that, I mean, really focusing on every single thing that was said to him in the wellness check. The idea that, like, how did Petey get a recording of Mark's?
Yeah.
Like, how did he get that?
It wasn't of Mark. It was of Petey.
I thought it was of him. It sounded like Mark who was reading the thing.
No, it was Petey who was saying the thing.
Oh, it sounded like Mark to me. Oh, whatever. But like, regardless, how did he get a recording of that? Because can he bring recording devices in, and does that not trigger?
That's what I don't understand.
Does that not trigger any of this stuff? Did he like record it? Did he just put like a recording device in his jacket one day, go to work, and just record his whole day and not even realize it, and then came home was like, oh my God. Is that what went down?
But how? If you can't even leave a note for yourself.
Yeah.
But can you bring
exactly. Like, that's the big question of how. Like, I feel like there's a lot of how questions, but it's totally a mind trip. This whole like the idea that you're not supposed to run into your coworkers and they all live in housing by the company seems like a total conflict there.
And then it doesn't make any sense how Miss Selvig.
She 100% isn't. I feel like that she's not.
She's not severed.
I don't feel like she is. Like the way
Honestly,
she's like.
Every single time I say severed now, I think of Jamie Foxx.
The idea that she's watching him so closely, I think is weird. I feel like the trash can thing is like testing him. I don't know. It's just some of that stuff just seems off. And now Petey is presumably dead in his shower.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Which also makes me worried, like, if he dies in the shower, what do? Do you call the police? And then how do you explain that to your innie?
Yeah.
And work?
Well, you don't.
And they're going to ask.
That's why, like, that's kind of what I brought up last episode. The idea that, like, you could commit murder with your innie and then go to work as your outie and have no knowledge of any of the things that went down in that day.
Yeah, I think fuck those. But also,
either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But, like, is he going to go to work?
I'm tripping. And
get, like, arrested, and he's going to have no knowledge of it, and then they're going to pull him down the elevator, and he's like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Like, what the fuck?
Blood. You're good.
So weird. Every aspect of it is so interesting. I am super intrigued with the story of where it's going. How is this all happening? Who is in control of this? Are they actually doing any work? Like the four of them with these numbers and this code, is it actually doing anything? Is it just a program to test if they could fix their trauma and like resolve the issues of their life? My brain goes racing about like what this is all going. Why would there be protesters if it had no impact on anyone else, I guess is like the question.
Also great question.
Because usually people who protest things, it's situations that impact multiple groups of people.
Right.
And if this is like a and if this is a voluntary process, which it doesn't sound like it is because they're protesting like protect the kids and talking about like forceful severance. Like it sounds like there's a lot more shit going on. And obviously, like to go back to one of our old shows, like peeling that onion back, there's layers and layers of this shit that we're gonna find out.
Honestly, I mean, I'm thinking about all that stuff.
I mean, it feels bad.
So they're
it
just
feels like they're
trying
dealing
to
with bad
do this
shit
to an entire society, starting with kids. Then, because they're talking about children's mental health.
Yeah, I don't know, but like to our knowledge at this point, I don't think anyone's been at Lumen for more than 4 years. I feel like that's been the most so far. So I don't know.
This is real trippy.
But I find it really fascinating that the Audi records a video of themselves talking to the innie, being like, hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
I volunteered for this. We're good.
I'm speaking freely.
But in her case, and again, I wonder if this is like normal behavior for a new person who shows up to this spot. They want out. She's trying to get out. She wants to like quit and go back to like, and then like the way the analogy they used of like you quitting the job, it's like, oh, basically you die because that person doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Which is so weird.
Your innie doesn't exist anymore. So you don't.
Because you never show back up to that location if you actually quit the job. So
Interesting.
Any memory or thought of that person is completely erased.
Yeah, that's weird.
So bizarre.
Yeah.
This is so good though.
Mm-hmm.
I said it during the episode, like you got to have a really big brain to write this type of stuff. And this is only episode 2.
Yeah.
I can't even wait to see how this shit evolves and where this story goes and what the hell happens. It
I'll
is
be thinking about this all day.
super suspenseful too with like the whole Petey situation.
Do I have an Audi?
He starts bleeding and shit. Like,
Do you ever think about this stuff?
yeah. I mean, it's the Matrix effect. It's like, are we living in the Matrix?
So, like, I mean, you could be like, well, I don't know. I'm going to get real deep and we don't need all that.
Either way, it's pretty wild shit. It's really creative, feels super unique. So, yeah. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.